Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I want to look at Giants in the Earth by O.E. Rölvaag. This is written in the 20s, and it's a brilliant look at life on the prairie for some Norwegian settlers. Um, and written by a Norwegian, and it's translated to English in 1927 by the author and with some help. But it's just a really great book. And it follows Per Hansa and his group, his family, and some friends decide to come to America to start a new life um, on the prairies of South Dakota, Spring Creek, South Dakota. And so they come to America, and they're trying to build a farm and a home and a new life in America. Hands is ultimately optimistic and very energetic, um, and he loves being out here, and he thrives on the challenge that the prairie offers. Um, his wife Barrett, however, is the total opposite, and she misses she misses her family. She feels extremely isolated. She hates the prairie. She can't stand that there's nothing around. She gets very homesick, and she eventually suffers from mental illness and depression. But it's a great story if you're interested at all in prairie life and conquering the American Midwest. This book is just brilliant, and it's great. Of course, it has a really powerful story. Per Hansen and Barrett, they're the tension between the two is the main driving force of the story. And Barrett, he tries to please her with various things. He has to build sod houses, and she can't. She of course misses being with people mostly. But he one of the interesting things is that he comes home and he tries to make the sod hut better by whitewashing the walls, and it's kind of an interesting it's an interesting metaphor for it's just a thin veneer of making it better, and just the life is really hard and on the plains, and all the whitewashing of it really isn't going to help. But there's harsh winters and brutal blizzards. Of course, the ends in some tragedy. There's some tragedy. There's some heartache. If you grew up with like Laura Ingalls Wilder and you want to, get into some more uh, in-depth uh, uh, views on prairie life and early America, this book is great. It's from a settler's point of view, uh, and it's very reading the book. You're very isolated. There's very few people in it, but it's a really powerful story, and it is heartbreaking at times. But it you know the tackles a lot of the myth of the American frontier, um, and how difficult it was. There's a period in time that, looking back on, there's no way we can recreate it now. When there's no new frontier to conquer, so we have to read this type of uh, life in books. We can't experience it for ourselves. There's nothing left at this scale to conquer. So reading these old books, it's fiction, but it's still very got a lot of history in it. And if you like Little House on the Prairie when growing up, you're gonna like this book. It gets a little deeper, it's a little darker, but you'll love it. I highly recommend Giants in the Earth. Talk to you later.